And the Hoosier State so prized to possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. And the Hoosiers will put total leather and will get started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers offense is on the field for the first time today. Indiana won in a nail-biter the last time they faced Purdue.
And the Hoosiers did such a great job in the closing moments of that game. And a rivalry game to keep your composure and finish like they did a year ago. It was very impressive.
And you got to give Indiana credit, too, because they're not only just focused on Ohio State or Michigan or Penn State. They got up and they got ready for an in-state rivalry game, and they looked good against Purdue.
The Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Upshaw.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to It's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Right on target this time. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Snap it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Warren. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you.
Why I figure out the fucking CPU will last 2 games of the fucking season.
That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hoosiers offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Hoosiers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Warren. They're working that left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi Trophy, so that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too, because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead on Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on third down. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Austin. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going to try to get it himself. He'll slide and avoid the big hit. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
I had someone faster back there. I should have been gone. No way you drop that, Shaver. You scumbag bitch. Dog, what kind of throw was that? Perfect green, too.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third
That was bad.
season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll go right back to it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's, oh my goodness, he's still moving. They bring him down, but he's
Got him
got
tackled in the backfield.
The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the
No way you miss all them tackles.
Takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Finds his man. It's Miranda. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
You don't want to block?
He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense
pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he
Fuck,
released the pass.
man.
It's incomplete. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Of course, my punter is complete dog shit.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets
Can I
out of
fuck
here
it?
and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. On 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Sets up the screen.
This motherfucker.
He's got space. There he goes.
Bro.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hoosiers have taken it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just keep swinging it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Indiana! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Warren. They'll run the screen. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Come on, bro. I need a better throw.
This offense is struggling right now, and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Austin. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Warren. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Out of the end zone. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Purdue and Indiana plays out.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run.
There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. And it goes through his hands.
Big hit there, Bob Jackson.
Right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground. He's
Oh,
got
I ran right at him.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Warren. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. And that's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Here comes the Heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away.
Wow.
Smart decision, but it's a tough decision.
Why did I not follow that?
That's on me. But not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to adjust the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Miranda. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has him set up with the first. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
They've given up some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So don't be too aggressive. Play back, try to get the stop, and try to force the field goal.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. From the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Austin. Quickly to the tight end. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker.
Come on, let's block this.
Down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut.
All right, just need to get points this next drive.
So after the made field goal, they'll
I'm up 8. Yeah, any kind of points this drive puts me up 2 possessions.
The returner will field it and try to do some business.
Why I keep doing this shit? I never made it past the 20 this entire game.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the catch. It's Daly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Warren. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Boilermakers line it up with a 1st and goal. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fit it in the window for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they try to pass forward, and they complete the pass, and you just need a little second effort, something to break a tackle and maybe get into the end zone, but they weren't able to get it.
He'll bring it back from in, and he loses the football on the return. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Austin. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring in third.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Finds his tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Boilermakers will snap it on first and 10. Dropping back, it's Warren. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
Hey, you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Just gave him a little bit of hope.
Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Pucks it out of the air. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. If you throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
No game on the play. Second down.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Austin. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0.
And they've got to feel good too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Upshaw. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. The latest edition of the Indiana-Purdue rivalry goes to the Boilermakers as they will boiler up and take on the old Oaken Bucket. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.